The following is an audio interview between law enforcement and those who witnessed the tragic incident at the 2021 Waukesha Christmas Parade when Darrell E Brooks drove his mother's red Ford Escape through the parade. 6 people lost their lives that day, more than 70 sustained injuries, and the numbers of those emotionally traumatized is beyond the hundreds. Viewer discretion is advised.
Today is Tuesday, November 23rd. The time is now 1:32 p.m. My name is Agent Ray Gibbs. I am currently now at 8 in Franklin, Wisconsin, and I'm going to be interviewing Kathy. Hi, I'm looking for Kathy.
Thank you. Come on in.
Great. Thanks.
Sorry to be in your way.
Quite all right. I can leave this open for you if you
Kathy,
want.
should I just close the door on my way out?
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, sorry about that.
Quite all right. Okay. Just let me know when you're set, and we'll.
Okay.
This shouldn't take super long. I don't think. I don't want to be in your hair for too long.
All right. I had done a little diagram in my mind just to process this and where everybody was during the parade. This was our lineup. We had 9 grannies, so we did 2 as together as partners, and then 1 in the middle, and then 2 again and 1 in the middle. This is me and my partner who was killed.
Okay.
And then the gal was alone behind me. This is our van with the music playing.
Okay.
Who follows behind us. This was our volunteer, Bill, who was also killed. He was the husband of this granny who was okay. I remember seeing her fall to the ground. But anyway, the car came this way, then hit this gal, this one, and then swerved to the left and hit these 2.
Okay.
No, he could have gone straight. There was nobody in the, you know what I'm saying?
So, and let me ask you this now, because you bring up a very important point. At any point, did you hear any horns honking, or was he trying to honk the horn to get you out of the way or anything?
No.
So, this is the whole street.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
so
our little area.
yeah,
And
so but this is all part of the street. So he's driving up this way,
yes.
and he
must have clipped Bill first.
okay, so he hits Bill, and then that's when he turns into Tammy and T. Turns right and goes forward into Betty.
Well, Betty would have been right in front of
Okay,
T.
so it probably hit both of those.
Yeah, and
then he turns
to
left.
the left. And I think these 2 died instantly.
Okay,
I mean, there was just
so he
blood all
turned
over
left into them.
Yeah.
Okay, and so you're here, which is kind of towards the back left of your formation, right? And do you remember whereabouts, location-wise, you were? Were you, near People's Pub or Nice Ash or?
Afterwards, we went inside because the police told us to get off the street, a possible active shooter.
Okay.
I don't know if they just wanted people off the street and told them that, or if that was actually true.
Well, did you hear any shots?
I did not.
Okay.
But we went into a bar called Guinness.
Guinness. Okay.
Maybe it's got another name in front of it or something, but Guinness was
It's not
part
5
of the
points.
name.
Not 5 points, the Irish bar.
No.
Okay.
Because I asked what the name of the place was, and
Guinness.
I just remember Irish, and then this morning I thought of the name, which I'm pretty sure was Guinness.
Okay, cool. All right, so then you guys ran in there. And I know I asked you before about, so as you guys are walking this way, you don't hear any horns or any attempt of
No,
Okay. Did you hear an engine revving as he went by, or?
no, and that's the bad part for me. I saw the car, out of the corner of my eye on the right, and I'm thinking, is this part of the parade or what's going on? And I cannot picture the car actually in front of me. I know that it's a huge car, but I just can't picture it. I could see the people falling, and I saw these two fall. I saw Lola fall, although like I said, she's okay. But I just can't picture the vehicle, and I don't know if my brain is blocking this out
Okay.
or what. But I did see it on the right side, and then now my partner Tammy, we couldn't find after all this chaos. We were just saying, what happened to Tammy? We thought, oh, maybe she went home with so and so, and I think what happened is that she got flipped onto the top of the car, and then ended up behind us, and perhaps those people took care of her.
Okay.
I had heard that they got her in an ambulance, and then she died at the hospital later that night.
Okay.
Yeah, she was a brand new granny. That's her first parade. She was so excited, and
So, and I'm gonna take a picture of this if you don't mind. If you need to keep this.
or you could take it. I mean,
Okay.
I can redo it, and
All right,
in
cool.
my mind, I know who was who. And,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So in the front here, you got the banner. So Allie
Right.
and Ginny are carrying the banner in the front.
Right.
And in the back, you got it's a van, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you got the van in the back.
It's our music band.
Laura's right in the front there, and then Tammy's in the right. You're on her left. T is in the
The
middle part there, and Lola and Kathy, and then Betty's in the middle, and then Lee and Sharon are also partners up in
the
front
front.
behind the banner, and then Bill was on the right side.
Yeah.
So did you see Bill get hit or go down?
No.
Okay, but you did see Tammy go down. You didn't see Tammy go down.
She was,
either?
on the right of me.
Yeah.
I saw T go down.
Okay.
And I just figured Tammy's
And-
okay. See, when we do our parade, we're kind of like watching our palms too.
Yeah.
At certain points, so we're not looking up all the time.
Yeah.
And I think we were like starting our fourth song. So we were looking straight ahead. I really wasn't kind of paying attention to my partner at that point. She wasn't on the ground.
Okay.
Like I said, after all this chaos, and I'm sorry, sends shivers through me.
Yeah, and I'm sorry to have to make you go through this.
No, I know. I've
Right.
been talking on the phone nonstop yesterday, texting, emailing, and I was so emotionally drained last night that I finally was able to sleep. Sunday I didn't sleep at all, Sunday night, and so, like I said, I've been going through this a lot with telling people.
Yeah. Okay. So, and I'm just. So you see about the place, you see the car at the corner of your eye, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember a color or anything?
Red.
It was
I remember
red.
Red.
Okay, and
Red and black.
fairly large, or could
Yes,
you tell?
yes, to the side of me
Okay.
when it was still like on the road,
Yeah.
going straight.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and it's going straight. About.
But see, then
even-
we're moving too. We're going forward.
Yeah. So you're going forward. Okay.
He maybe had time to clip her.
Okay. So by the time you see the car, you don't see Tammy anymore.
No.
Okay. And then do you actually see the car hit T?
See, that's what I'm blocking out. It was
Okay.
right in front of me. I was here.
So you see the car kind of pass you on your right,
Yes, when it was still like on the road.
going in T's direction.
Well, yes. Well, it had to come this way
Okay.
first,
Yeah.
which I
So-
didn't see.
Yeah. But by the time you see it, it's going towards
Yeah.
T. But you don't actually see it hit T.
No.
Okay.
I'm just blocking that out for some reason. I mean,
And did you see T go down?
yes.
What happened to her?
I rushed over to her first, and she was conscious, and she told somebody there that she was having trouble breathing. People from the sidelines came out. They brought blankets, And I don't know if the guy with her had no, that wasn't the one. But anyway, they just told her not to move. And she is now home from the hospital.
Okay, good.
Got a message from her, and I texted her today. So she had broken ribs, a broken wrist, and I don't know if it's a broken leg, but something with her leg, and
Okay.
bumps and bruises.
All right. So you see T go down, and then do you see Betty go down?
I did not see Betty go down. Maybe because I don't know, but I went over to her.
Okay, but Betty was on the ground.
Yes, and
Okay.
she's the one with the brain injury.
Okay.
Whoever was with her may have had the medical experience because he said she had passed out for about 5 minutes. When I got there, she was coming to, and she said, "I have a headache."
Oh.
And he said, "She's got a skull fracture," so he kind of maybe knew.
Yeah. Okay.
And then from there, I was walking over to Ginny
Okay.
and some of the other grannies who were there said, "Don't go over there, Kathy, don't go over there." So I kind of glanced, and there was just blood all over the road.
By Lee
Ginny.
or by Ginny?
And Lee, we heard, flew into like a doorway or something, and we don't know
Okay.
if she got medical help right away or if anyone was there for her. That's sad.
Yeah.
And she's a little tiny thing.
So you didn't see Tammy go down.
No.
You did
she
see
disappeared.
T go down.
Yes.
You didn't see Betty go down, but you did see her on the ground.
Oh yeah.
As you kept moving forward up this little map, you didn't see Lee,
No.
and you were going towards Ginny, and someone said, "Stop!
Yeah.
Don't go there."
Probably was. And then they were doing CPR or pumping her chest.
Okay, and Ginny, did you see that it was Ginny that they were doing CPR on?
No, I didn't see her face or anything, but we
You
just
saw someone
knew.
in the position here on the map where Ginny is located that they were doing CPR on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I
Do you have the last names of these gals?
Sure. Laura Thien, THIEN
E-I-N?
or EIN.
She's from Cudahy, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Were you at her house?
No, one of my partners
Somebody?
was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. THEIN.
Okay. And Tammy's last name?
Durand, DURAND.
And Bill's?
Let me think. HOSPEL.
Okay. And then you have T.
Mm-hmm.
What's...
I gotta find her and spell it.
Okay.
It's ROSENTRETER. And she lives in Waukesha, not far. We were at the start of the parade, and she said, "That's where I live." So she's on that Riverwalk or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Right off the Fox River there.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Kathy S. is...
SCHMELING. Schmeling.
Okay. And Lola?
Same as Bill. Hospital, HOSPEL.
And Betty?
Strang, STRANG.
Okay. And Sharon?
Is it Millard? MILLARD.
Okay, I think we talked to her yesterday.
Yeah,
And
she and someone else came in.
yeah, Ree?
Lee Owen.
Oh, Lee. I keep saying...
I'm
gonna
sorry,
put an
my
L
bad.
there.
Lee Owen.
Okay, and Allie...
I'm not sure. She's a little gal about 13, 14 years old. I don't know if I have her last name in here.
Okay. And Ginny?
Sorensen. SORENSEN, I think.
Okay, cool.
I don't have Allie's last name.
And what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to cross-check with Waukesha PD just to make sure that they have all these names and that everyone's been talked to and that is available to be talked to. How long have you been with the Dancing Grannies? It's the Dance Grannies, right?
Milwaukee Dancing Grannies.
Okay.
MDG, Milwaukee Dancing Grannies. Since 2017, probably June of 2017.
New York City will be left to vote in local elections. New York City's Mayor Bill de Blasio, who has expressed doubts about the bill's legality, says
Okay.
he will not
Um,
veto it. But even if he did,
so
Friday night
while you
will
were
not become law despite his objections.
still on
Critics
the
say the
street
bill
here and you're
undermines
marching and
the
everything,
importance of the
did you
election
hear the
process.
crowd or anyone
New York
screaming,
City
"Look
Council
out"? Or
bill, as it is called,
and how loud is the music in your?
Pretty loud.
Pretty loud. So it's gonna be hard to hear stuff, right?
Yeah, plus at that point we were still dancing and the crowd is, you know, cheering and
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
yeah.
And you had mentioned something at the beginning of our conversation that I found was interesting. So you were saying that as the vehicle passed you, you know, it could have went straight. And if it would have continued straight, would it have hit anyone?
From where? From this point?
Yeah, because you were saying at some point that it looked like it turned into people.
Yeah, it must have, because it went. If it went straight after hitting Tammy, it would have gone
Yeah.
that way. Also, as it went this way and straight, I mean, it could have gone straight and avoided, you know, these four people.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it didn't hit these two, but it looks like intentionally. I mean, yeah.
So, from what you saw, what you were able to see, did you actually see it veer?
Again, the
Or is it more of a kind of just from
from the
it's
people
from the carnage that he left behind,
Yeah.
you're kind of putting that together? Okay. Okay. Have you seen any videos online or anything?
on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now everything that you're telling me that you saw is what you actually saw, not
No,
what's
not the grannies. I don't remember seeing them hit the grannies. Any
Okay.
video of that?
All right, all right.
The marching band.
Yeah. So like everything you're telling me though is what you saw, heard, and felt. It's not any of it. Okay. And no time did you hear any horns or anything. All right.
No.
Is there anything else you remember that I haven't brought up or asked?
Is there any way to find out exactly what happened to her? Was she on top of the car, or?
At some point, that's going to come out.
I mean, I'm just
Yeah, because we're
concerned.
yeah,
You're
you know,
just not knowing.
yeah,
And what was she actually put in an ambulance? And
yeah.
her parents came looking for her later, and we couldn't tell them anything.
How old is Tammy?
52.
Okay. Yeah,
Long blonde hair.
yeah. We'll you know, someone will know, and if you give us some time. I mean, right now it's an overturned beehive over there. I mean, it's nuts. But as the days turn into weeks, it's going to take a while. There's hundreds of witnesses that, like you, that we're tracking down, and that. Now you didn't receive any injuries or anything, obviously, right? Okay.
And then you wonder why. Why was I spared?
Well,
And even our coach, ahead of time, before the parade started, Tammy was kind of a new addition because she didn't think she could come to the parade, and then at the last minute, she said, "I'll be there." She had been in Florida and got an earlier flight and first parade anyway. So she showed up, and our coach said to me, "Do you want to be alone in the slot here, or do you want to be partnered with Tammy?" And I said, "I'll go with Tammy." And she said, "Do you want the left or the right side?" And I said, "Left." You know?
Mm-hmm.
And that just...
Well, if I can, at the risk of sounding like I'm giving you advice, because I'm not, all right? I'm not an expert on any of this stuff. I'm certainly not a mental health expert, but I can tell you that you can think about it, and you should for a little while, and you should explore it a little bit. But at a certain point, you got to put it away, because there's, no matter what you believe, if you believe in you know, Allah, Jesus, you know, Yahweh,
God's
whoever.
plan.
Yes. There's a plan or there's not. Either way, it's
Yeah.
someday we'll know. Yeah, it'll be when it comes to accounting, you know. And until then, we just, you know, I was telling my wife today, there's some of our friends at the gym are, you know, we're there. And, you know, she was talking to them, and they're having trouble with it. And I kind of told her and, you know, some of the people at the gym today, I said, you know, it's too soon to start trying to feel good. It's too soon to put it behind you. We don't want to yet, you know. But there's
Deal
going to
with
come a
it
day where you got to put it away.
and not feel guilty or
No, because
yeah.
you know it's not like you chickened out. You know, it's not like you know you took left instead of right.
Yeah.
You're more comfortable on the left, or whatever. You know,
Well, I
that's
like
all it
that
is.
spot
You know.
because when we go around corners, that's like fewer steps. The other
See?
person
Yeah.
has to go.
Well, yeah, it's like when you're marching, it's the
Yeah.
same thing. Yeah, you guys are essentially dance
Yeah.
marching. So,
Right. Yeah.
but yeah,
I always try to be on the left if I can.
yeah. So obviously you have a somewhat of a support system. It sounds like
Yeah.
just with the other dancing grannies, and you know with some of the other people. You know, obviously when I come here and but if you have any issues, I would not hesitate to reach out to someone. Um, don't feel like you're the Lone Ranger, and don't feel like it's abnormal because it's not.
Yeah.
It's a traumatic thing. You're going to go through some stuff.
I
And,
just felt kind of numb afterward. After we all
yeah.
had to go in the bar, it's like, what just happened? You know what?
Oh
And
yeah.
then,
Well, and it's amazing what adrenaline will do. Adrenaline goes up, you don't feel anything, and then it's later where you're like, oh, you know, must have walked through a barbed wire fence. You know,
Yeah.
so
yeah, and even this gal, Jenny, she's our instructor. She doesn't dance anymore because she's got a bad hip and I don't know, back or something. But she's still our, leader and choreographer. And she filled in that day for someone else who couldn't make it. See?
Yep.
So that's another
well, yeah.
situation.
Like I say, I have no answers. I'm not going to pretend I do, but
And there was a phone number on TV to call for counseling. I should have written it down. But anyway, I might do that
I'm
and
sure
just
if
talk
you
to someone. And
if you're having issues and that number doesn't come back up, call the city of Waukesha. I'm sure they'll have information for you. And also bear in mind too that if you know your insurance may cover it anyway, to where you may want to just ask around and see if there's someone around that people like, you know, and you can do it that way. I mean, I check into that. I'm not giving you any insurance advice, definitely, but
right.
there's you don't have to suffer alone, and you shouldn't, unless you want to. So, I mean,
Or even church. I could,
exactly, you know, you have clearly some faith, and it's a powerful thing. So, you have my number in your phone because I blew you up between yesterday and today,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm sorry for bothering you.
Are you
though.
the
It's
Hills
just
Corners number?
yeah, the 458-8783.
I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah,
Four
I
five eight
always forget my cards. I'm so sorry. 458-8783.
8783.
Area code 414.
Cliff?
No, Ray
Ray.
Gibbs.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, if I didn't ask you something that all of a sudden you remember more or whatever, feel free to give me a call. And then I'll you know, if I just leave a message, you know, because I will get back to you. Okay.
Yeah, just the one thing that's puzzling me is my partner on the right foot. But then that's all we could figure out. And then oh, sorry.
Oh,
Did you want this?
Yeah, please. I was gonna say, and
And
that's
what did I write here? Aurora Summit leading to. Okay, that was my notes about the other gal with the brain injury. So that's okay.
do you need it?
Let me just jot some stuff down and
Sure.
share it with the other group. Okay, this is,
I can take a picture of the map too if you want.
I don't know if that'd be very clear. I don't, really need it.
Okay.
Just some notes that I can share with some of my other. Okay. Yeah, so this is the one with the head injury. And
Yeah.
they said now she's moving her arms and legs and she's coherent. She knows people. She knows the date. And so that's a good sign.
That's very good.
She still has some internal bleeding. And they may need to do more surgery. Okay, this will be enough to
You sure?
remind me. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's a long drive back to Waukesha. Would it be okay if I use your facility?
Oh, sure. Why don't
I
you
promise not
go
to
in here?
make
Or that one's fine too.
mess or
Either one.
anything. Beautiful house, by the way.
Oh my.
Oh, wow. Nice bathroom.
Please keep the victims and witnesses in your thoughts and prayers. I have included a link to the Waukesha Community Foundation Fund if you would like to learn how you can support the victims impacted by this tragedy. Thank you for watching and have a blessed day.